What's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Foots here. The draft is amongst us. Not the actual draft, but draft season is amongst us. The combine is next week. We're rolling out content on the channel, and I'm glad you guys have been sticking in here with me. Got my flowers from my grandmother. Those will be here as long as I can keep them alive, man. So thank you guys again for just rocking with me, staying patient with me through life situations. We're talking about a first round talent here to me and Darius Robinson. He had a huge jump and a huge week at the Senior Bowl. And so what I wanted to do was look at the film, look at the All 22, and see, is this guy a first round talent? Now, I was talking to Matt O, and he got me thinking about, okay, well, is he not only is a first round talent, but does he make sense for the Cowboys? You do have a new defensive coordinator. You do have a defensive coordinator that doesn't just want defensive ends flying upfield every rep. I thought that was one of the things that hurt the Cowboys. When you talk about Darius Robinson, and I wrote this down, and this will be three things that I want you guys to kind of stay with me when we're watching the film. All right, physical every rep. 6'5", 286, 34-inch arms. And he uses that length to his advantage against tackles who just don't have the same physicality as he does. Plays the same throughout the whole game. I think that is one thing that I don't know if a lot of people, when they're watching film, is he still giving the same effort? Is he still coming off the ball the same? That's one of the things that I notice about Robinson when I'm watching film. And number three, and most important, his hands are trained to kill. Violent hands, very physical, plays the run the way it's supposed to be played, plays blocks the way that they're supposed to be played. And again, he does have enough pass rush ability. Now, he's not going to be up there with Dallas Turner and Jared Verse, but if he's in range at 24, I think that it could make sense. Even in a trade back situation, I think that it could make sense for the Cowboys. Let's get into the film. The word or the phrase that I use with Robinson is there's enough pass rush. So after he's punched tackles all game, he'll use his hands to kind of swim, swipe, and very old school defensive end vibes. But I think that there's a lane for that. One of my favorite reps here. Boom! Look at that. I mean, come on. 4 comes around on looks like it's a H vibe. It wasn't a GH, but an H vibe. Crushes him. Bow! Come on. I had to run that twice. I mean, and that's what I mean by knowing how to play blocks. A lot of guys will, dip through that. They won't play that block correctly. Here we go again. Old school defensive end vibes. Enough pass rush. He doesn't have to be Micah Parsons. He has enough pass rush. And this is one of my favorite reps here. Now watch him just press 71. All right, now that's him inside. This is what I mean by the versatility is, and I know that guys want to play, he's just going to play one position. No. When you can play the 3 and then kick out to the 5 technique, which is a defensive end vibe, when you can play the 3 and then kick out to a 5 technique, I think that for me, as I ran that back for you guys, I think that for me says just who he is and just how he will help the Cowboys. Now, I ran this play again because now 4 is making a business decision. Okay? You see 4 have to come around and be, a kick-out player, and he made that business decision. Again, enough pass rush. He's not a bendy guy, so you'll have to live with some of that, but there's enough pass rush to influence the quarterback. One of my favorite reps here. Look how he presses 74 and just tosses him like a rag doll. So that's why I slowed this video down. He tosses 74, presses him like a rag doll. Another favorite rep of mine right here. Playing the double team correctly, tosses him, and he's in on a tackle. It's beautiful. This is how you play defensive end. This is how you play D-line. And again, enough pass rush. It doesn't always have to be the edge. Look at it. He just walks the tackle back into the quarterback's lap. Just long arms him. So to me, when you're talking about a player who could come in, play the 3, can walk guards and tackles back into the quarterback's lap, has the strength and the arm length to do that, for me, it would kind of be a no-brainer. So in conclusion, we kind of broke down just who he is. You see the violent hands. You see him pressing guys, but then you also see enough pass rush ability. I think maybe one of his weaknesses or a few of his weaknesses may be the bend isn't there rep in and rep out. But you already have, bar none, the best pass rusher in the league in Micah Parsons. But now you bring in a Zimmer who may use him in different ways, may not just stick him on the left side of the defense and say go rush, may let him go attack guards and lesser centers and blitz in certain ways and maybe do certain things in the drop game. Micah's going to get paid. The first 2 years of film that he put out there, he's going to get paid. But I think that he has the ability to do more than just be a defensive end. And honestly, I don't want Micah just playing defensive end because teams were able to attack him. The days of being able to use tight ends, I'm watching Tucker Craft, I'm watching the Bills use their tight ends to just bully and push around Micah and double team Micah. You bring a guy like this in who you let him get off the bus first. You let him go through the layup line first. The frame is real. The play style is real. You bring a guy like this in, I think that I know people, Tavondre sweating. I know people, get another D tackle. I get it. But ends, there are defensive ends. I mean, I'll say this in closing. Outside of Micah and DeMarcus Lawrence, this guy comes in and he would be your best defensive end day one. Outside of those two. And so if you're telling me that you have the pass rush ability, but already day one, he can come in on first, second down, and even third down if you want to move him inside because he's played inside a lot at the 3 and give you some pass rush there. If you're telling me that I'm getting that, I'm on board. It's your boy Foots. As always, guys, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. This is my time. This is my time.